I don't know.
What's good? What's good? What's popping, everybody, man? How's everybody doing, man? It's Above the Rim with DSA. We back in the building, man. It's Free Smoke Wednesday, man. We zoned out over here, man. Just having a good time. Shout out to all of the people in the chat. And we just gonna start the show. We'll probably have some more people joining us later, but if not, me and Pistons Talk's gonna hold it down today. I guess my mic went on, but all right, I gotta adjust my mic real quick. But all right, man, Pistons Talk, what's good?
You know what? I got like 2 hours of sleep last night. I'm running on fumes. Completely forgot about the Pistons loss. It's like back of my head, but I'm ready to talk some basketball with you.
Man, like I didn't take that loss as hard as some other people did. I was just like, man, I just realized what was going on, and we Pistons start 0-4. That's the title of the video because we start 0-4. No, and the context is we start 0-4 against the weakest teams on our schedule, so it's real bleak right now. Like all four of these teams, we at least thought at worst we 2-2, at the ultimate worst 1-3, but 0-4. That's something we did not expect for a lot of reasons. Dolo Dynamite's in the building. What's good? Brian Shook says, sipping on some Blandings ready to hear you guys get at it, man. What's good, everybody? We got Nick in the building. Magruder doesn't need minutes, Nick. Sorry. Rishon Singh in the building. Devin 99 was good. Gino Mufasa was good. Dolo, King Lion in the building. Scan Williams in the building. What's good, everybody? Y'all got to stop thinking about Cade Cunningham and all. It's never happened for us, and it's never going to happen. Sorry, y'all. We never get the number 1 overall pick. Tanking doesn't work in the NBA. So, good luck with that. And I don't think we'll be the worst team. Like, the Pistons always do it wrong. We're the type of team, we can start off like 5-40, but then win 15 games. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, then try to be competitive. Like, that's what the Pistons do. Like, oh, the Pistons have found a spark, and then you're winning games and stuff. So we just gonna get it started, man. Okay, Mobley, Suggs, Green. I'm fine with those 4. If we get a top 4. Last time I thought we was gonna get a top 5 pick, we didn't though. So
yeah, I kind of got screwed, slipped down too. But I mean, I don't know. Like, that schedule's rough, but
man, you gotta step up. I don't care how rough the schedule seems, man. Do something. Like, that's what I'm like. I just don't get, like, we don't expect nothing from our coach. We just expect to lose all these games, and like, then why is he here if he can't win none of these games?
Yeah, like my thing is, like, we could have won a lot of those games, but his coaching decisions, his rotations made us lose the games. Like, just talking to somebody, it's like we should be 3-1 right now. Like, the rotations don't make sense. And you know what? I was just like, yeah, you do have a point. We could be 3-1 right now, but we're not. At the end of the day, I think Casey has stepped up a little bit. He put Josh Jackson in there. He could have, put Wayne Ellington in there. The old Casey would have put Wayne Ellington in there, but he did put Josh Jackson in there. So I think he's starting to learn because he knows he's probably going to be in the hot seat. If he starts like 0-15, he's going to get a call from Gores, like, straight up.
Man, that's what I'm saying. Like, Milwaukee, Boston, you like the next 4 games. I don't care who it's against. You better win one of them. I don't care who it's against, bro. I could care less. You bet, like, you can't start off 0-10. You better win one of these games. I don't care. Like, I don't care, bro. Like, it's the NBA. Any team can beat any team. The Nets got whooped up by the Charlotte Hornets. I don't want to hear nothing about we can't beat these teams. Do something, because we got enough talent to sneak up on a win when somebody is slacking off. But I'm gonna get into the topics real quick. But I'm gonna enjoy some of these comments. So, if you have the worst record in the league, you are guaranteed a top 5 pick. But yeah, I don't think we're gonna have the worst record in the league. That's what I was saying.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Like, I think if you win the lottery, or you're like at the top of the tanking, I think the lowest you can go is like 4th. So I can understand where that's coming from, but I think we can win some games. I'm like that Atlanta game, like I think that's what fans want to see. They want to see the young guys run. They want to see the young guys be competitive, and that was probably the most competitive, exciting game that we lost that I was actually happy about after, because I was like, man, give me 72 games of that, I'm fine. Like I didn't even miss Blake Griffin or Derrick Rose, if I'm being honest with you.
No, man, Killian finally got a chance to play point guard for the first time in his young career. Like everything was looking good, man. You saw people rise up and get minutes to Deke Bay. No, I would much rather prefer that. And my thing is with young teams, they're not gonna lose all of those games. Sometimes they gonna come through, but they gotta have the chance to get their feet wet, you know. But all right, man. Let's go to the first topic, man. Biggest surprise in the first 4 games of play, man. I'm gonna start with you, Pistons Talk, because you're the only person here.
Biggest surprise, I'm probably gonna go with Killian's defense. I know we talked about it in the preseason that we knew he was a good defender, but we didn't think he was that good of a defender. Like I've been seeing a lot of people on Twitter really hype up Halliburton over the past couple of days, saying how good he is and that's who we should have picked. But he's playing against the bench players. He's playing against bench players at the end of the day. You got to look who Killian's guarded. I mean, he's guarded Steph Curry, Trae Young in the preseason. He was going up against Westbrook. He's going against some of the best point guards.
I mean, he's doing pretty well too.
Yeah, he's holding his own against some of the elite point guards defensively. I know his offensive game is still a work in progress, but that's not his fault. He's not really playing point guard. He's playing more off ball than he's probably used to. Blake's kind of doing that. They're kind of doing like that Blake ball where Blake's kind of the point guard and Killian's playing off ball. But I think if we put the ball in his hands, his numbers would be very similar to Halliburton's. But that was just my thing. I'm just already kind of sick of seeing fans give up on a player after 4 games.
Yeah, I'm looking at what Tyrese Halliburton is doing. Y'all really look. I know Killian is having a rough rookie season, but he's only averaging 10 points a game, and it looks like he's efficient. But what type of shots are he taking? He's taking a lot more easier shots, and he's a better shooter than Killian. Everyone knew that. So, other than that, I'm not really seeing what will Halliburton be doing right now? He averaging 12.
They'd probably play him off ball like they're doing Killian.
Like that's what I'm saying. Now if Halliburton was averaging 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, yes, I said all of the numbers, I'd be like, oh, we messed up. But it's not like he doing anything special. He looked like a solid rookie. He looked straight, but come on, man. He's not being a world beater. He ain't looking like Anthony Edwards looking.
Or Cole Anthony. Cole Anthony, Orlando got a steal.
I mean, Cole looks good, but like I said, he's had up and down games too, though. DeLon Wright has been a nice surprise through 4 games. Yeah, I'm surprised you brought up Killian. I was gonna bring up our and I had a topic about it, even though I'm gonna bring it up. Hold up. Detroit Drew's in the building with a super chat. Wish I could be on that. I've been crazy busy all week, but be sure to drop a like, man. You already know, man. Make sure you guys like that video. But thanks for the super chat. Now, my biggest surprise is how well we rebounded. We gonna be top 10 rebounding team. I can't believe I'm saying it.
Yeah, we're 5th right now.
We're 5th right now, and we're really good. The Pistons are a very good offensive rebounding team. If you were listening to the Warriors broadcast, all they could talk about the first 2 quarters was how good we were at offensive rebounding and how the Warriors couldn't rebound. They're like, oh my God, they're so good at rebounding. We just can't get any rebounds. They're complaining about it for the most of the time where we had the lead. When we had the lead early on in the game, the main thing they were talking about is rebounds and second chance points. And without Andre Drummond, it's just surprising that we're so good at rebounding. So to me, our offensive rebounding and our Killian's defense has been surprising. Trae Young and Steph, I'm not gonna lie, I was confident, but I was scared. But if you watch him defend him, he didn't get cooked. If they scored, it was because they drew a foul, and so funny. Curry and Trae Young, they're totally different. Even though people like to compare them, because I was just, if you look the way that Killian was defending him, like Curry is like, he's just like, he can shoot he has like the quickest release. And I remember a lot of times he was trying to set Killian up. Like he'll just, like, it's so hard to guard Curry. Like he'll just dribble one time and just do a hesitation. If you fall for the hesitation, he pulling up. And he kept every game, Killian's in front of him, he'll try to little hesitation. He's like, oh, okay. And then he'll just dribble around, and then the double team will come and he'll just pass the ball on. Like he scored a lot of his points when Killian wasn't guarding him. It was just like off ball. Remember, he was like wide open for shots. I don't know how Steph Curry is wide open for damn shots, but he's wide open. Like he was scoring off a wide open. Killian was keeping up with him. But Trae Young was a totally different type of guard, and Killian's size really intimidated him. I think Steph Curry did a very good job on Killian defensively, and you can see that he was a little bit more bothered by Steph's length, because like I could see that it was much more like Steph. I can't believe I'm saying it because it's Steph Curry. He's been the toughest person for Killian to guard against on the other end. Like I was just watching it. Steph wasn't really letting him do nothing. But on the other end, you know, he did really good. So I am surprised with that. I don't want to see Plumlee anymore. Well, another thing I'm surprised with is Isaiah Stewart, man. And that's what we gonna move on to the next topic, man. How many more minutes should Isaiah Stewart be getting? Simple as that. What do you think? Like, how many more minutes should he be getting? Because he had another consistent game. And the thing with players like Isaiah Stewart, especially centers who they're only required to do a few things. If you see them start off doing those few things well, you can overreact because nothing's really gonna change. You know, they're only gonna get better. Of course, they'll have bad games, but you know what I'm saying? Like, it's going to be something that's consistent because this is what he does. It's his specialty, you know, and he's been doing it, hustling, getting rebounds, setting some very good screens, playing some good defense, just being a dog out there. So how many more minutes do you think he should get?
Are we assuming
how much more opportunity should he get?
Are we assuming that Jahlil Okafor is in the equation and healthy, or?
I mean, including, like, I don't care about Jahlil Okafor.
Okay, that's all completely different conversation. So what do I think? I personally think he should be above Jahlil Okafor in the rotation. I think you should give him 15 to 20 minutes a night. I think, you know, preseason, I was like, okay, this kid's going to be a project. But the past two games looks like he's completely, you know, learned the playbook. He sets screens way better than Mason Plumlee. I was really impressed with his screens. Like there was this one play where he set a screen for, I think it was Killian or someone that was handling, and two guys got absorbed by the screen and Blake hits a corner three. Like he just opened up the offense by just setting one little pick. I just love the way he plays. Attacking that glass, like you said, the Warriors broadcast was getting frustrated with all the offensive rebounds. We had 16 offensive rebounds against the Warriors. And I think we're a third in the league in offensive rebounding right now. Like it's absolutely crazy, but yeah, 15 to 20 minutes is probably what I would give him.
Now y'all going in on Mason Plumlee, but Mason Plumlee been averaging 5 offensive rebounds a game. I'm gonna say it again. Mason Plumlee been averaging 5 offensive rebounds at least these last 2 games. He's had 5 offensive rebounds in both games. So y'all going in on plumbing. But we need plumbing, man. We need the vet plumbing out there to, you know, be trash. But no, I think he should be second in the rotation as well. I don't know, man. We might get lucky. Who knows? Maybe if we play him, he can start getting used to scoring and stuff. It's just like he start helping us out in other ways. And Plumlee has been our best assist guy. What?
Yeah, he's leading the team in assists right now.
I had to take a moment of silence for my frustration because you drafted a point guard and he ain't been playing point guard and your damn center leading us in assists because you ain't playing your point guard at point guard instead. You playing him at spot up shooter. Killian getting more wide open shots than Speedy. That's not a good thing. But man, that is crazy.
Let me just fact check that. Okay, yeah, 4.8 assists per game.
Wow, please fact check that, man. I thought Blake had the most assists or something.
Yeah, Killian's averaging 3.5, and Blake is averaging 4.8 assists. Yeah, Plumlee is doing it. Gosh. We got baby Jokic out there, man.
Man, dog, like, man, him and Jeremy Grant with that week 2-man game they got going, dog. Like, ain't nobody trying to hear that, dog. A bunch of man, like, I don't like that at all. But back to Isaiah Stewart. How much more opportunity? I think Isaiah Stewart, his opportunity needs to be maximum level. All three of these rookies need to be playing. Like I said, he need to be second in a rotation because apparently, right at this moment, off of 2 games, small sample size. Look, this small sample size, we ain't gonna overreact. We try not to overreact. We try not to underreact. But sometimes, like I said, when you see what Stewart does, that's something that can continue so easy because he's not doing too much. He's already a better screen setter and defender and rebounder than Jahlil Okafor, apparently. Like, I could never imagine Jahlil Okafor getting 5 offensive rebounds for us.
No, that's not his game. That's
right.
He's a very niche center. You know what he is. I've always compared him to like Enes Kanter in a sense, where he's just a low post center. Like, that's what you expect from him. If you want a bucket, he can get you a bucket. Don't expect him to play any defense. He could rebound once in a while. That's
I was about to say, Enes Kanter can rebound and offensive rebound though.
Yeah.
So he worse than Enes Kanter.
Yeah. Nick, you need to chill, man. I'm gonna put you in timeout.
Hey, man. Can't wait to have it Killian and K backcourt. If we can only dream, bro. They got the Nuggets 2-man off. That's what I'm saying, bro. Like that, like, because I know all it. Like, if we looked up where his assistance coming from, I bet you 2 of them is coming from Jeremy Grant. At least I don't know that 4.8. I know it's going to go on to Jeremy Grant, but speaking of you got anything else you want to say about Stewart, man?
No, I'm just really impressed with his progression from preseason to the last 2 games. That's incredible how much he's progressed.
Yeah, it's kind of special because like he really looked like he belonged in the G League in the first 2 games.
Yeah.
Let me try to find the topic. Shout out to everybody. We got 46 people in the chat, and make sure you guys like that video, man. We got to get them likes up. Only 13 likes, man. So make sure you guys like that video. All right, let's see. Oh, okay. So yeah, this is something that I did want to talk about because me and others, we was talking greasy about Plumlee. They still talking greasy about Plumlee. They still talking greasy about Grant. Grant is currently averaging like 23 fluke points a game, and Plumlee is leading us in assists. And Plumlee just had 2 back-to-back games with 5 offensive rebounds. Let me go check because I thought he had 5 again. I know he had 5 in the game before to check the box score, but that's the question. His thoughts on Jeremy Grant and Mason Plumlee. Like, these are the guys that we signed that was supposed to give us some type of scoring and veteran impact and defense and set picks, even though Plumlee is terrible at setting picks for his point guard. Don't get me started. Let me go look. So what's your thought? Yeah, let me see. Yeah, Plumlee had 5 offensive rebounds, bro. Isaiah Stewart had 4 in 23 minutes, though.
Yeah, both of them are really attacking the glass really aggressively. As for the Denver Nuggets, I mean, the Detroit Pistons, honestly, like we talked about Grant and we kind of talked about like what he is as a player. I think we all agreed that he's probably one of the best role players that you could have on a championship level team. And he got a bigger opportunity here. I'm looking at the past 3 games. So he's made 9 attempts on 14 shots, 20 shots, and 21 shots. So he's getting more opportunities with Blake being out. I mean, I don't want to see him chucking 20 shots a game. I think, you could pass the ball when the ball's not going in. As for Plumlee, I like his passing. You kind of know what you're getting in Plumlee. You're getting a guy that's going to pass, set some picks, and play a little bit of defense. But, I mean, other than that, I think they're just additions that are going to be here during this restoring phase. I don't really have like a positive or a negative, opinion about them because it's only 4 games. So I don't want to go on them too hard. I don't know about you.
I mean, the Jeremy Grant fans coming out of Iraq, like, bro, they went against the Hawks. Are they a stud defensive team? No. The Warriors. And who else? The Cavaliers.
Yeah.
We about to go now. Jeremy Grant, I won't say a word if he dropped 27 against Boston in the Bucks. I won't say nothing. I'll be like, all right, Jeremy, you should be an all-star, because people came at me when I was like, Jeremy Grant, if we paying him all that money, he need to be an all-star. He need to be averaging 20. He averaging 20 right now. Are you gonna be an all-star? We gonna see. So he's been okay. Like, I feel like he was much better in the last two games, but I'm not forgetting how he passed. Like, we lost to Atlanta. No, I'm not. We lost to the Cavaliers, right?
Talking about that shot.
Yeah, bro. I'm not gonna get over it. Like, we lost to the Cavaliers. The game was on the line. You had the shot. Why didn't you shoot the ball, bro? Like, I don't understand.
I don't know.
And then if you wasn't gonna shoot, you drove, but he didn't even try to attack the rim. Why would you try to pass the ball out knowing it's the end of the game? I can't get over him. Like I'm trying to get over it, but I'm just like, we lost the game. I'm not saying he would have hit the shot, but who knows? Like, got like a tip in, like just like, I don't like that. But besides that, he's been very good defensively. I don't like putting him on the best point guard assignment. It seems like after Colin Sexton and Darius Garland cooked them, all right, Casey, like, nah, we gonna put Killian on these guys, because that's not gonna work, having Jeremy Grant guard these perimeter player. But Jeremy Grant has been good. He wasn't that efficient in his last game, but like I said, the 2 games before that, besides that shot he missed, he was much better. But like last game, he started off 1 for 9, and then he was making points, but we were already down. Just a bunch of empty points, and I'm not gonna be too hard on him because he's scoring, but like we gonna see. Yeah, we ain't waving Blake though. Whoever talking about waving Blake, you about to make me go hit smoke again. Like, come on, man. We ain't waving Blake.
Last time I checked, Cavs are 3-0. No, they're 3-1. They lost to the Knicks.
Yeah,
Knicks are 2-2. Knicks are 2-2, by the way.
Yeah, Knicks beat the Bucks, bro. See, that's what I'm saying. The Knicks beat the Bucks. Anything is possible. Y'all hear me? Nets lost to Charlotte, and the freaking Knicks beat the Bucks, and they blew them out by like 15. So for y'all to say like, oh, we just gonna lose all of these games, and like, no, man, that's because your coach is trash. Like I said, I don't give a damn. One of these next 5 games we better win. I don't care who we going against. Like, it's the NBA. That's all I'm saying. Knicks 2-2, we definitely getting Cade. Bro, it's the first 4 games of the season. But the Knicks, I don't know. It's like they don't look better, but they're better technically right now.
Yeah, because Tibbs is a better coach than what they had.
Exactly. That's why. Because like they're really not better, but they have a better coach. That's why.
Oh, they're coached a lot better. I was watching that game. Julius Randle, triple-double, man. He looked awesome out there.
Had a triple-double?
Yeah, he was balling.
I didn't know he had a triple-double. Shout out to Julius Randle. I'm not a fan of you, but you had a triple-double, man. You putting in work. It's not like NBA players will tell you how hard that is to do all the time, and he a power forward doing that. He's not a passer, so like, how did he get all those assists? Mitchell Robinson or something?
Russ 0-4 thoughts.
Wait, Russ 0-4 thoughts. I'm hurt, but they'll be all right. That's my thoughts. I know, just like with the Pistons, I'm hurt, but we won't be all right, but we'll be better. I know it's a topic J-Mo hates, so I will say this once. Somebody tweeted a few days ago, he's a friend with a certain Laker. I hope he doesn't convince his buddy to take a stand. He talking about Kuzma or something? I hope not. Thoughts on Sean D. Smith? I don't even know who that is.
I feel like that's a troll.
You talking about Nick? Man, Nick is a troll, but we embrace all trolls as long as they respectful. Like, he ain't doing nothing but asking troll like questions. Sometimes I'll entertain it, but like, as long as he respectful to people in here, it's all good. Shout out to everybody in the chat. We got 54 people in the building above the room with DSA, man. It's Free Smoke Wednesday. What's good, everybody, man? What's good?
That's what he's talking about.
What is he talking about?
He wasn't talking about Kuzma. He was talking about Tom Gord's company Secures. He's good buddies with LeBron. He's talking about Gore's prison telecom company.
But what does that have to do with the Lakers, though?
I don't know. Like I'm just kind of I just keep seeing it. Oh, secures and he's good buddies with LeBron. I don't know. Like I said, I keep seeing a lot of Pistons fans like talk about it, and I'll read it, and then they're like, "There's signed this petition to get Gores to sell the team," and I was just like, "He's not going to sell the team." Like, I get people are upset for like what he did or what he is still doing. Like he won't even allow, I think, prisoners to like visit their parents so he can make more money by getting phone calls. It's just like really messed up, but. I don't know.
Yeah, that's some other stuff. Who better, RJ Barrett or Killian? Well, RJ Barrett is a year 2 player. He's better right now. And yeah, Benjamin for RJ Barrett is not trash. Yeah, okay, yeah, man, yeah, you can't be mispronouncing my boy Sean D. I thought you were talking about Sean D. Brown. I like Sean D. Brown, but would I want to draft him? I mean, actually, let me see. How tall is he? Because if he's shooting guard height, I would want to draft him. That dude can really score. But shout out to my, Michigan basketball league. If you're a Michigan fan, I don't care if you watch college basketball or not. Hop on the bandwagon until we start losing games. That's all I'm saying.
Hey,
we 7-0.
He's been playing for a while.
No, he has been in the league in college a long time because it took him a long time to actually get a chance on a team.
Yeah, Wake Forest, Michigan.
Yeah, he had to do one of those things where he stays on one of the small schools for a long time just to finally get a chance. And I just want to see how tall he is.
Man, I wish Brian.
He's 6'5". Hey, man. No, because like I'll compare him to somebody like you remember how the Lakers drafted Josh Hart late? Josh Hart spent 4 years in college.
Yeah.
But you knew you were getting a role player. You wasn't trying to draft a star like that. Like for Sean D, I'm thinking of drafting the role player off the bench that can score points. That's what I would be looking for. I'm not looking for him to be a star because he said at the end of the first round anyway, and like that's what I would be. But well, that's interesting. But it's some better players out there. This draft is so deep coming up. UFM, boo, go green, go white, go green, go white. 3 losses on y'all record. Juwan Howard, the next Pistons coach. I want him to stay at Michigan right now.
Yeah, I don't know.
I hear some feedback, man. I hear some feedback. I wonder if something playing in the background.
I don't got anything in here, so I don't know.
I hear something in the background. That's but true. All right, we got I definitely hear something is playing somewhere. But all right, we're gonna move on to the we're gonna move on to the next topic, y'all. Make sure you guys like the video. We got 59 people in the chat. Svi has to do better. Yeah, that's where we're gonna go, man. That's what the next topic is about. It seems that Svi continues to fall out of the rotation. And do you think this is on Svi, it's on the Pistons, or it's both? And Pistons talk. What's your thoughts about what's going on with Svi? And is this really just because he ain't performing, or the Pistons, or is some of both? What do you think is going on with Svi? He continues to fall out the rotation. He hit a couple shots last night, but is he gonna be able to continue to do that with the limited amount of opportunity with the things that's been going on?
I think he will. I think he's just in a shooting slump. Like all shooters go in a shooting slump. I know before that game he was shooting like 11% from 3, which is not a good look because last year he was a 40% 3-point shooter. But he's got a lot more competition in front of him now. Like Josh Jackson is probably your starting 2 guard now. He dropped 17 last night, and the night before I think he dropped like 27. And I think you get more value out of Josh Jackson at the 2. I don't really know. I think I told you last live stream I wouldn't be surprised if the Pistons moved on from Svi if he continues to struggle because it's like 1 year left on his contract and it's a cheap deal, and the Pistons have so much depth at the 2 guard. But I think he can get out of the shooting slump. It's just I don't know if Casey's going to give him the opportunities because there's so many players that are playing better than him right now.
All I'm saying is we get rid of Speed and Luke Kennard and don't replace that shooting. All I'm saying is Servetus better come off. Like, we need shooting. Like, we like shooting. Yeah. We shot 31%, and the Warriors were not playing good defense. Like, those were open shots, and we could just miss them and miss. Like, I haven't seen us miss that many open shots in some years. We just, like, clank, 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 clank. Like, we building brick houses. We helping the homeless, man. We built a couple shelters, a couple last night with all the bricks we was doing. But, let me see. Speed is taking a lot of off-balance shots. Just needs to set him. So yeah, he's taking those Luke Kennard, JJ Redick shots, and he ain't ready for that. Those Wayne Ellington type of shots where you just come off a screen and like 0.1 seconds you're putting up a shot and making it. I don't think he's that traditional type of shooter like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, he needs to be more set up, or at least not at this point in his development. He's not at that level where he can, like, he hit like one shot where he tried to spot up real quickly, but that's just not his game. Cause like he's 6'8", so he's more of a forward than a guard. So that's just not his game as much. Sean D. Brown built like Jared Davis. Facts. We should have hired Lambeer years ago. What's your thoughts on that?
I remember reading that he didn't want to coach in the NBA like a long time ago. I think he's still coaching in the WNBA, if memory serves. But I know I always see Pistons fans, they want Chauncey, they want Bill Lambeer, they want, former Piston, I get it, but I don't think they mess with this. They don't mess with Tom Gores. Like, I'm sure you saw that post over the summer of Rasheed Wallace, like this going off on Pistons ownership, where they don't invite us to anything anymore. They don't call us, they don't reach out. Like, she's just like, F y'all, like, I don't want anything to do with this organization.
No, man, they on that Lions Calvin Johnson stuff.
Yeah.
All right, I wanted to go to this comment. Shout out Stewart, get the back our rollover. Yeah, we were just talking about that, man. And this was what I've been saying. Killian Shot looks nice, just seems off a bit. He starts from his right hip and brings the ball right across the sight line to the basket. Seems like a simple fix. Like I said, he's been taking a bunch of great shots. They just not falling. And my thing is, telling you, a lot of people can't get off these shots that Killian can get off as a rookie. And you got to, especially when players grow, they make these shots. Like, all them shots that Josh Jackson's hitting now, there was a time he couldn't hit none of those shots. I'm talking about when he do his little spin move. I'm talking about when he attacked the rim for the layups and everything goes in. It was a time where those shots weren't going in. So you just, like, the way that he creates his separation with his little step back, it's really nice. He definitely just has some things to work on offensively. But my thing is, I just go back to the one game. He scored 10 points. It wasn't like he was balling. The one game where he's actually got a chance to play point guard, he was actually able to do more. And that's just my main thing. I think somebody said it earlier, but if you're not gonna play Killian at point guard, you should just bring him off the bench and let him play with the second unit. And that's what they said. And like, I don't want them coming off the bench after starting, but like, it just don't make no sense. Speed going through a Luke Kennard slump. What does that mean?
Just a shooter slump.
Man, okay, now my thoughts on Speed. Kendrick Nunn just posted Bobby Porter something fierce. Yeah, Bobby, you gotta go home. You gotta go. like he just got poultred. Like, you gotta go, bro. Like, I gotta put you on the bench, cuz. Yeah, I gotta put you on the bench, dog. Anyway, my thoughts on Svi is I think Svi is going to continue to get like 10 minutes a game and fall out the rotation until he starts having one of them games. Like, he's gonna have to drop like 15, like, couple games in a row to start getting minutes again. And I don't know if he can do that in 10 minutes.
Mm-mm.
But Sadiq Bey, he just, like, it seems like Sadiq Bey looks so, like, I know this is gonna sound weird, but same thing with Killian, honestly. I feel the same way. He's so, like, unpolished with his scoring. I'm not talking about shooting. I'm talking about, like, scoring, like, off the dribble. But he has all of these moves and these drop steps and stuff. And I'm just like, I remember that one shot where he was, like, under the rim and he, like, did, like, a reverse with his opposite hand. I'm like, how did you even do that, bro? Yeah. And I'm just like, but he's missing it. Like, he went, like, 3 of 12. Like, he went, like, 3 of 9, I think. But I'm like, yo, these offensive moves that Sadiq is getting off, and like I said, just like with Killian, it's not going in. Like his shot can go in because he's a shooter. Of course, I expect him to make jump shots. He's a shooter. But all that other stuff, I'm like, yo, he's really developing. And I think the Pistons see that too.
Mm-hmm.
Sadiq minutes is not about to decrease.
No.
For the rest of the year. Like, they're going to stay steady or increase no matter who's out there. Like, the Pistons see it too. They like, yo, this – because I'm looking at Sadiq. I'm like, yo, his offensive game, I mean, it's so unpolished because he's a rookie. But I'm like, a couple of years from now, like, he would have scored Brown. Like 17-8. Right, Jaylen Brown. That's what I'm like, this Jaylen Brown comparison. I'm starting to love it. Like, I'm like, I remember one time he went at one dude. He was like, pop, hit him with his spin move, did a layup. He missed. I was like, I'm like, whoa. Yeah, I'm like, yo, I didn't expect him to have those dribbling skills. And you remember what Blake Griffin was talking about? Probably one of the most polished players I've ever seen coming into the league. We know he comes from a great program in Villanova, and he won the bet. Like, he didn't win the best award for best shooter. He won the award for best small forward in the nation in college. That's a big deal.
Like, yeah, Julie serving a award. Yeah.
Right, so it's not like he was just shooting the ball, and I'm telling you, just like with Killian, these shots that this man Sadiq like that. I remember I told you I was like, our big three gonna be Killian, Sadiq, and Sekou. I said that like 2 or 3 weeks ago when Sadiq went off of that first game, and I feel the same way. And saying all this stuff about Sadiq Bey is why Svi in a hell of a lot of trouble. Like Svi in trouble. And my question was, do you think it falls on himself or the Pistons or both?
I think it's a little of both. I think it's on him for being in a shooting slump and taking really low percentage shots like fadeaways, like Brian mentioned. And it's on Dwayne Casey. I know we always harp on Dwayne Casey, but it's probably hard to manage those rotations with so much depth at that two-guard position. Like you said, some of the moves that Sadiq Bey made against the Warriors, like I think that was the first game I saw him bang down low in the post. Like there was a move where he had Andrew Wiggins. Like Andrew Wiggins is a big guy. Like he's a pretty decent defender. And he had Andrew Wiggins in his spin cycle. Like straight up.
Yeah, hey, thanks, Ryan Bozeman. We got Bravo. He dropped a super chat. Those Rising Stars game during our All-Star weekend gonna be not yet. Hopefully, all 3 of our rookies get invited. What's up, yo? Quick question: what do you guys think of Bey starting? Should he be playing? No, he's not starting no more because Josh Jackson started, and I think I've been telling y'all Josh Jackson should be starting for a while, so it should stay like that. But Sadiq is gonna be in that first, the Derrick Rose, Sekou is gonna be like Sadiq, like Isaiah Stewart, like those are the guys. And then you talk about Svi and Jahlil Okafor, and I mean I forgot about DeLon Wright. DeLon Wright is definitely in that rotation. So like I feel like DeLon Wright and it's a combination of 3 things going on with Svi. And those 3 things named are DeLon Wright. Those 3 things named DeLon Wright, Josh Jackson, and Sadiq Bey. Those are the 3 problems with his feet right now. All them boys taking his minutes at once. It's kind of crazy. Mm-hmm. But they're all together taking his minutes. And it's not like they don't deserve to be taken. And that's my thing. I know like I'll be going at y'all with the Luke Kennard Svi thing because I'm just being petty. But I love Svi. Y'all remember when we got Svi? I'm the one who hyped him up. I'm the one who told y'all he was going to be a good player. I still got the video up. And people doubted me. I'm like, we just stole him. So I've been the original hype train for Svi. So I like this guy. But we've added some competition. And my thing is, this is when coaching comes in perspective. You have to find, like, the guys to me is still the best shooter on the team. Like, you got to find a way that Svi doesn't fall in by the wayside like this. Because, like, we 0-4. Yeah. And I'm not going to say we're 0-4 because Svi not playing well, but we probably wouldn't be 0-4 if he had a chance to do something. Who knows? It's just like you got to be able to use your weapons. I know DeLon and those guys I mentioned have been doing their thing, but, like, shooters are at a premium in this league, and we really only got a couple of them on the team. Svi needs to be used. But to me, I think I'm gonna go a little bit of the coaching staff on this one because I think Svi is talented enough, but The coaches they got to find a way to get him out there. You got to find a way. We just shot 31% for an entire game.
Yeah, that's not good.
I think Svi had he's 204 from the field, so it wasn't Svi's fault. So, Sekou too. Sekou, we've been screaming about Sekou and Svi. Look at this. Sekou and Svi, 10 minutes, 12 minutes. Sekou, Svi, and Isaiah Stewart, 10 minutes, 23 minutes, 12 minutes. So Isaiah Stewart gets more minutes than Sekou and Svi. But Sekou and Svi and Isaiah Stewart were the only ones that were efficient in the last game, besides Blake Griffin. So I just feel like it's a little bit more to Sekou and Svi being so efficient in that limited amount. It's a little bit more to that. And maybe we're going to shoot 31%.
Yeah.
I mean, our offense, it ain't just been this game. Our offense really been trash. I ain't want to say the trash word, but
yeah, I mean,
it's been trash. Like your point guard ain't playing point guard, so he ain't scoring. Blake is Blake. Derrick Rose is Derrick Rose. Plumlee is Plumlee. Like, you don't have any shooting. It's just like, man.
Yeah, we have one of the worst offensive ratings in the NBA right now. We're 23rd in the league. That's not good.
Yeah, and SBG ruining the Pelicans. They 29th right now. And that's another team. Lonzo ain't playing point guard. They got Brandon Ingram playing point guard. Like, that's the dumbest shit I ever seen. Like, don't let the guy whose specialty is passing play point guard. Let the other guy play point guard. How does that make sense? But Stan Van Dummy, back at it. All right, yeah, and leading into that Pistons talk, man. Why are the Pistons offense so bad? And who is to blame?
It's difficult to kind of point blame at someone, but I think it's a combination of playing Blake ball, because the ball doesn't really move when you just dump the ball to Blake and kind of have him do pick and rolls with other people. And I think it's a combination of that. I think it's a combination of Derrick Rose being so score first. And I think you saw when they were both resting, the team was more fluid. The ball was moving. It was just a better offensive game. I think you could point to both of them is why we have such a bad offensive rating right now. And it's kind of funny because those are your two veterans that you kind of lean on to get you a basket. And
I'm about to say, those are like your two best players.
It's not really their fault, because you mentioned we're not really running anything offensively. It's a lot of iso ball. Last game we saw a little bit more of dribble handoffs, which I think we need to do more of. You need to have more of your, big guys, facilitate, have your shooters come off screens, come off curls, basket cuts. That opens up the offense completely, and then teams have to, respect your cutters and respect your screens and your three-point shooters. But, I mean, other than that, we've really just seen a lot of isolation ball.
Yeah, man. And I know some of people in the chat, Killian definitely deserves some blame for our offensive woes, but to me, he's only doing what he's been put in the position to do. And he's being a spot-up shooter. Like, Killian should not be shooting those corner threes, whether he makes them or not. He shouldn't be shooting them like that. That's not how he should be functioning. Like, DeLon Wright has played more point guard than him at this point. I see people in the chat, they arguing about whether we can trade Blake or not.
Yeah, I know Brian brought up that.
Hey, truth teller. Look, truth teller, man. Look, we got a long show. Even if me and Pistons Talk gonna hold it down with y'all. Your question, what is K's look, I literally got a whole topic about this. We gonna get to it. we know, look, I had all of the fire questions today, man. We gonna get to everything that's wrong with this team out these first four games. But so why are the Pistons so bad on offense? Well, for one, I just mentioned your point guard. Like, it's just like we needed a guy to make our offense good. You don't play the guy that you brought to do the thing that you brought him to do. You don't play him in that way, so he's useless right now. Jeremy Grant, you treat him like he is Brandon Ingram. No. Blake ball is only because nobody else can do anything but Blake. Blake ain't in the post right now. Mason Plumlee don't give you nothing offensively. So you got Killian not giving you nothing. You got Plumlee not giving you nothing. You got Jeremy Grant giving you the wrong type of stuff. And then you got DeLon Wright being a mercenary. And then you got Blake shooting three. That just sounds like a complete disaster. It sounds like a team with no structure. When I kept asking y'all, you guys want to be so hard on Killian and criticize him. It's cool. Have fun with that. When the boys are balling in a couple years, I'm going to bring this up to y'all. But how are you supposed to succeed? Not just Killian, everybody. How are you supposed to succeed when you're not running any type of offense? Like, yes, we did the dribble handle. Like, how the NBA team supposed to succeed when you don't have a system? Like Golden State has a system. You see their system change, but they still like they ran the offense every single play. They ran the offensive play, some type of action with Steph. They had certain screening and rolls with Steph to get Steph open for threes. They ran all types of actions and motions and plays consistently. Atlanta, they did the same thing. Actions, motions, and plays consistently. Timberwolves, they're like all these teams we're playing are actually running offenses when we just like Blake ball, ISO ball. Garrett, come out here. I'm gonna chuck 1,000 shots and let's hope we win. That's why our offense is so terrible because we don't have one.
Yeah, it's frustrating.
And that's why I said, man, who is to blame to this? How is Dwayne Casey not to blame for this? Or who is our offensive coach so I can rip him apart so I can blame him? How do we not have an offensive system? Like, I can't believe that my team doesn't have an offense right now.
I will say, it's a lot of new players, but if they're still doing this in the next 10 to 15 games, then we can have a conversation about who's calling the damn plays. Because like you mentioned, all of those teams, motion, picks, dribble handoffs, basket cuts, double screens. I haven't really seen that from the Pistons so far. I don't want to, single-handedly blame it on Blake Griffin because, he's out there, he's shooting his threes. He'll go to the post sometimes, but he's reluctant to. Like, James Wiseman really did a number on him.
My thing is, it's last year's. I'm sorry to interrupt you, but last year's Blake Ball was because we were doing too much. This year's Blake Ball is because we got to. We don't got a choice. Can't nobody else do nothing on the court.
Yeah.
And he's really Kevin. Like, I was talking to my cousin, man. He's Kevin Love right now. Blake is Kevin Love. What Kevin Love is now, that's what Blake is. All right, go ahead and finish. No, but we got Bravo in the building, man. What's good, Bravo?
What's up, everyone? How is everybody doing?
Man, coming off work to support, man. Thanks.
It sucks today to work, but I'm working tonight, tomorrow night, and the night after, New Year's Day. So, it's ridiculous.
Oh,
but you know what? I don't mind it because it's light these days. People are staying at home. They're not coming. Hopefully.
Oh, yeah, no. I ain't trying to go to a hospital unless I really got to go. Opponents have been scouting report on Svi as well as Sekou from last year, but on top of that, there are 11 new players. But the scouting report for Sekou really depends on Sekou, kind of. So it's nothing really. Sekou is a type of player you don't have to run plays for. So those are the players that's the hardest to scout for.
I feel like there's not enough tape on him to even scout because he's so unpredictable.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
yeah,
players like Sekou were like, you don't have to run plays, and they could just give you those mercenary play. Like Zion gets tons of plays ran for him. Giannis gets tons of plays ran for them, but they also have all those script plays where it's just like you can't script it. It's just like at all, and Sekou has those plays. So that's why I'd be like, I don't know about a scouting report, but
I could understand what he's
saying.
saying.
Sure or not, Blake slows our offense down. I don't think he slows our offense down. I just think when you got how does he slow down? He doesn't. He hasn't really been dominating the ball. Blake has been trying to get the offense going. He don't really slow us down. Mason Plumlee slow us down. Having DeLon Wright instead of a guy like Josh Jackson, what's slowing us down is not having shooters, man. You don't have that shooting to stretch the floor. Your team looks like this. But Bravo, man, why do you think the Pistons offense is so bad? And who's to blame if you're gonna blame anyone?
It's just a young team, we're just developing. Remember the Cleveland Cavaliers last year? They were bad too, very very bad team. The year before even worse. Same thing with Memphis. Memphis, when they started, they were bad. Same thing with Phoenix. Phoenix were bad. They were a rebuilding team. So we're gonna be bad because of the lack of experience. I would say we only have like a couple of experienced players in our team that are really legit. The rest of them, like they're really like Blake and D Rose, the only scoring experienced guy. Even Grant is his new role. He's not even known to scoring. He's like taking it to the next level. He's trying to take it to the next level by becoming like 20 plus scorer. So that's, I think, the biggest reason. How do you improve? I think we're going to get better with time. The point is, one of the important thing I want to emphasize on is we are losing games. Guys, you know me well. I like tanking because there's a chance we can get a better pick. But the problem is, it's not just tanking. The problem is, and here, you need to build a winning culture in order to win in this league. You cannot just tank, and you get the best player. And the same thing will get over and over next year. Like this year, we were bad and we got Killian Hayes. This is what I wanted the most. He's a nice player, but now we got to get winning. So we need to win. How do we win? We need to have Killian Hayes develop properly in order to lead us to the next wins. So Killian needs to get better. Isaiah Stewart needs to get better. Same thing with Bay. And these guys need to go through a lot of things in order to get better. I hope that things will get better in the future because that's what we can't just lose. Losing is not going to lead you anywhere.
I'm telling you, like, I'm starting to believe we will win more games. Hold on. 0-4, we were competitive in all those games. This is a good thing. Yes, it's a good thing, but you got to win one, man. That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't care who we're going against. I'll keep saying it. One of these next 5 games, I went from 4 games to 5, so I'm really shooting you some bail to win. You better win one of these games. We better not go 0-5. I don't care. Like, it's any given like Sunday with basketball too. Any team can be any team on any given night. Elite teams already have lost to historically bad teams, so I don't want no type of excuses about us losing to these teams. But I feel like I'm starting to be convinced if Blake and D Rose were traded, we would be a better team. Like, all in all, because we'll lose games like the Atlanta games, but it'll allow our rookies to learn and adapt faster. Like Sadiq Bey and Killian and Sekou and these guys, and Josh Jackson too. You know, he's a part of our young core. I mean, the man's only in his 4th year. He's a young guy too. It would allow them to get more used to it and just become, a star and established in their own right. When you got Blake and D Rose out there, I kind of thought before the season started, Blake and D Rose was going to help us win games. Seems like it's not working. Like, that's all I can say.
Yeah.
They haven't played too much with each other either.
So I don't know if that's a really strong excuse. I feel like I think I would agree with J-Mo. It comes from Casey. Casey needs to build we need to start winning games, and then it gets bad because we have a tough schedule coming ahead. If we don't win like a couple of games out of the next 7 games, and you see the Bucks. The Bucks just lost to the Knicks. Knicks destroyed the Bucks last game, like in the last couple of games. Why can't we beat the Bucks? I think
I brought up Charlotte beating the Nets too.
Yeah, and we need to really beat those teams, and it's just I think it starts with Casey, and I think Casey, if it's complete loss for the whole year, I think Casey's going to be gone. I don't think he's staying.
Yeah, I'm telling you, we win like 15 games, 20 games, like y'all saying. You think Troy Weaver is really going to keep Dwayne Casey? No, he's not. He's going to be like, all right, man, you trash, bro. He said, let Killian have the reign. The ball moves when he's on the floor, Trey Rose. That's what I'm saying. Killian, this is what I don't like. People say Killian is not being aggressive. And I think y'all forget that he's a pass-first point guard. Like, when he was out there, he did not score. He did not. I'm not saying that was like Steph had him shut down, but he was very aggressive. Aggression isn't always scoring or like making the field goal or even getting the shot off. It's about driving to the rim, and then he's kicking it out to people. But he's a pass-first player, man. He's not a scoring guard. He's a pass-first point guard. So that's what he's gonna try to do first. So I think a lot of people forget that, but it's hard. That's why it takes him so long to get his rhythm. That's why he's a rhythm player because, guys like that, they got to get their rhythm. They got to understand the flow of the game and what's going on. And he ain't had a chance to do it. Like I'm saying, he ain't playing point. Killian played point in 1 game, and we saw what happened. That's all I'm saying. He ain't even. Let's see. Westbrook is trash, bro. He breaks every shot in the 4th. Oh, okay, man. Y'all talking about Westbrook now?
He's a Wizards fan too.
Man, no Russell Westbrook slander will be tolerated, bro. You already know what it is. But all right, well, let's move on. Bill will never be better than Westbrook. I'm sorry. But let's move on to my boy True Teller had a topic. True Teller, thanks for the donation, my brother. Oh, Bravo, I think you might be echoing.
Oh, sorry.
Does Dwayne Casey and Sekou have internal issues? Unless that's me echoing. Let me make sure it's not me. All right, so we've been talking about this, but let's talk about it because like we steadily seeing it.
I feel like there's a side that like we see whether it's like on YouTube or interviews where Casey really talks up Sekou. Like I love this kid. Like when we drafted him, he was like really excited to get Sekou, and I think we were excited about landing a player like that at 15. But playing him the minutes that he's been playing him so far, I just, like I said, I don't have any sources. I haven't heard anything, but there has to be something going on behind the scenes that we're not seeing because I don't know. Maybe it's an attitude problem. Maybe Casey doesn't like the way he's carrying himself as a professional. It could be a lot of different things of why he's not playing him. I don't know. I'm not going to speculate, but that's just my personal opinion on what's going on with Sekou.
Okay, Bravo. What's your thoughts about this?
What do you mean?
About Dwayne Casey and Sekou, do they have internal issues?
I don't know if it's really Dwayne Casey because Dwayne Casey, he did play Sekou last year a little bit more, and he actually started them against Golden State, against like Lakers, against some of those teams, against Kawhi. This year, I feel like it's Troy. I do feel it. The reason why I say
this, Troy Weaver have to do with this?
I think because he wants his guys. He wants to play Stewart. He wants to play.
But I'm telling you,
he wants to play Grant. I think Stewart has an influence. Troy Weaver is the guy to really think about it here. Because the other thing is, I'm not sure if Sekou is like 100% because he seems like I heard that he rolled his ankle, but he was okay playing. He's playing all these games with a rolled ankle, so I'm not sure what to make of that really. So what I would say, I'm going to probably blame it on both Troy Weaver and Casey, but I'm probably going to say Weaver because Weaver has never really talked single thing positive about Sekou so far. And he didn't talk negative so far.
But I just feel like Weaver don't got nothing to do with this because of Sekou. Sekou fits the mold for a Weaver player. Doesn't he? Does he not? Like,
yeah,
I don't think Troy Weaver has any intention of getting rid of Sekou. I'd be pissed, but I'd be a little bit surprised. He said Sekou looks mad on the court because he playing with Derrick Rose. That's why he looked mad. And Derrick Rose only know how to shoot the ball. Chuck. Like, so this is the problem. Your point guard, you don't use him as a point guard. And then your backup is a scorer for his point guard. Only player that playing point guard really is DeLon Wright. He's been the only player able to play point, and he's been solid. He's been he's been solid, but he's DeLon Wright. He can't have that level of impact over an entire 48 minutes that you're going to need to help you win a game. Yes, he can get you 6 assists, 7 assists. He can score 17 some nights, 18 some nights, and he can be efficient. He can play good defense. But running a team consistently for a whole game, he's not going to be able to give you all that, which is why you would need it from D Rose or Killian. And it's just about using people the right way. Casey was effusive about Sekou's offseason, so I don't think it's an issue with Casey. He is just in a log jam with Blake here. He was hurt the game Blake was out. Let's see the next time Blake is out. I mean, but my thing is, Brian, is he was healthy last game. You can see it. Like I said, Sekou's ankle injury, I knew it wasn't a bad injury when he came back in the game. Like when Killian was out, I'm like, okay, that's a real ankle injury. Probably sprained it. He'll be out a week or two. But like your ankle ain't really hurt if you coming right back in that game and then you play the next night and you bouncing around like normal. So that injury wasn't that serious. Like Killian, he'll be out for a week or two. People on DeLon Wright to start because they've been hating on my boy Killian. Y'all about to get DeLon Wright starting. Let's see what he do. Y'all want Frank Jackson? I definitely know. Let's get him some minutes. See what he do because he ain't gonna do much of nothing. But hey, I can't tell y'all. I just let y'all believe what y'all want to believe, man. We got 55 people in the chat. Make sure you guys like the video if you haven't already. It's up to my boy Pistons Talk, Detroit Drew, my man Nomis J, Speak Easy Sports, and all of the members of the DSA are in my description, man. Y'all already know, man. It's above the rim with DSA. It's Free Smoke Wednesday. We in the building, having a good time with all the people in the chat. And all right, man, I think I got another topic, man, for today. I told y'all, man, I had a full slate. It's just some things that I wanted to talk about. So now we've been talking about all the issues, but now we need to talk about some solutions because it's 4 games in. The team still has to get chemistry, but before I get to the question about the solutions, we're gonna talk about this real quick. Is chemistry an issue for all of these problems that we're talking about? Bravo.
Is the chemistry?
Yes.
So what does that mean? What is the question mean?
Is chemistry an issue for the problems that we're seeing? Simple as that.
I don't think it's chemistry issue because they're really playing nice defense. It sounds more of like I mentioned, it's more of an experience-related issue, and maybe like more confidence, more games. Those guys haven't been played like a Pistons talk for a while, and I think experience plays here a role. Killian Shot will come. I'm confident. He's going to do very well. You'll see this. And the guy, I remember him, like, I'm going to compare Killian Hayes to not the same kind of player, but the same kind of like career to Darius Garland. Darius Garland was really trash. People like called him really bad at the first year. And even people called for trading him. But now look at him. He's a nice player. I think he's going to be really as good as
Darius Garland was playing so bad. I was hiding under a rock and it was coming for me. And I kept saying, man, he's going to be all right. I'm like, it's year 1. That's all I kept saying. Like, it's year 1. Yeah. He going to be like, no, man, this boy a bust. I'm like, year 1. Yeah. I know what I saw in this man coming out of college. Same thing with Killian, man.
Yeah, I think it's just Killian. He just needs to get this. I expected this to happen. He plays in the German league in Ulm, this team, and the German league is a slow team. That's his problem. They're grown league, grown players, grown like kind of players. They're athletic more than the college basketball, but they're really slow compared to other like the U.S. Basketball team. So what I think, Killian Hayes definitely getting a lot of difficult time adjusting to the speed of the game. We see him. He's even rushing his shots. Sometimes he takes the shots, but he's not going in because he's not used to this kind of fast level of speed of the game. I think that's his biggest problem, I think. And also, but I feel like he's really improved a lot in turnover game. He hasn't really turned the ball over as we saw in the preseason game. He's doing a lot better in terms of the turnover thing. And that's something he's learning. I think his shot will come in, and I think his chemistry will come in. He shares the ball beautiful. I think it's just pretty much is give him the more time. But what I don't understand is we're losing this kind of like losses, and it's like, okay, we're leading the first quarter, the second quarter, the third quarter, but I can see us losing. We're not going to win the game. I feel like we're losing on like even like we are thinking we're winning. I don't see us winning the game because of the fact that it's just. I feel like it's a confidence issue, and I feel like it's a closing the game issue, and I think it just comes in with the fact that we're expecting to lose. That's not right. I think it will improve it, but I think it's coaching in here has to play a role, and I think the players needs to know how to close the game. That's the biggest thing for us.
Okay, chemistry for sure, but Killian still needs to develop, but he been developing. Low key, he still like I said, every second half we see Killian develop, if that's what you want to call it. But we see it in those third quarters. But that's what I kept saying. I was like, Killian has to get used to the speed because he's coming over from a different league. I kept telling y'all, what did I say? Game 15. And, like, say whatever you want, but, like, all these floaters Killian shooting is, like, mostly wide open shots off of space that he's created. But Pistons start. Do you think chemistry and the fact that this is the new team is more the reason for our issues or no?
I think it's a combination of having a whole new roster, and the guys probably aren't as comfortable with each other as they should be. A lot of the rookies did not have a summer league, so this is basically their preseason if you want to kind of use that as a take, which I would probably agree with. I think once they play together, like I said, like game 15, I think things will kind of work themselves out. You'll probably have more of an understanding of what the rotations will be on a nightly basis. I think Casey's still, experimenting with rotations. And to your point, Bravo, about, the games that we've been close. But at the end of the day, some of the rotations when the games are close, they're kind of head scratchers, right? Because you're like, we're really close. I think we came within 5 points of Golden State. And, Curry hits a couple of threes.
And that Atlanta game was over. We were down by like 25. And we just hit a switch in the fourth quarter, and in 4 minutes, we're down by 5.
Yeah. I think there's a lot of positives you can look at this roster. A lot of those young guys are going to develop over the season and over time. Like, we have a bright future. Like, last year, I would say we probably had one of the bleakest futures in the NBA. The guys that we have now in this draft and the guys that we brought in, like Josh Jackson, who we all love on this panel. We love Josh Jackson. We love seeing him do well. It's only 23. The Pistons will get better over time. It's only 4 games, and I'm sure they're still getting used to each other. And Casey's trying to figure out how to properly use them. He's going to learn that you can't play Killian off ball. He's not an off ball point guard. He's a fast first point guard. Let him run the show. He can run the show if you give him the opportunity. Don't yank him out after one little mistake. Let him learn through his mistakes. Let the rookies learn through their mistakes, and they'll continue to get better. They're developed. And we're going to be talking on here how, we just beat a team by 25 points because our players are playing so damn well. And I can't wait for that day. I know it's coming soon. We're not going to be winless all season. I can guarantee you that. We're going to win pretty damn soon. But
no, we gonna get a win, man. Like, I don't care with nobody. It's the NBA. Somebody gonna slip up, man. Like I said, it's just gonna, like, one of the nights we gonna hit 16 threes, 15 threes. Like, it happens.
Man.
And that'll be the night.
I don't want to read too much into 4 games because, like I said, we have a whole new roster. I think Svi, Sekou, Blake, and Derrick Rose are the only 4 from last year. Everyone else is new. They're probably still learning the playbooks. They're probably still getting used to each other. I think after they get used to each other.
I brought that up because I think Dwayne Casey's rotation plays a lot of parts, but I also do think chemistry is a thing because I'm gonna be honest. I'm surprised Blake has been deferring to Derrick Rose at the end of the game, so I'm assuming that's what Dwayne Casey is calling the play. See, a lot of people, when you see players do things, you think is that player just doing something. Like, you see a player dribble the ball up the court, pass it to player A, and he does that 13, 15 times in a row. He's doing that because he's being told to do it. At the end of the game, when Derrick Rose is just sitting there dribbling and Blake is just standing there as if he's a spot-up shooter and he's closing the game out, that's what they're being told to do. They're going to have to figure that out. I think chemistry is a missing piece with this team, but if the team was run well, we'll be able to develop better chemistry. You've been talking about Killian being an off-ball point guard. He's definitely not that.
No.
Like, especially, like, even, like, everything lends to it. Like, he got the good handles. He got everything you need to be an on-ball type of guard, Like, he can create the space. Like, he can shoot the free throws. Come on, he ain't perfect. He amazing defender. Like, he has flaws. He got to work on his jump shot. But, like, everything lends to that. We saw that in the one game he got to play point. His jump shot was still off, but he was able to still play defense and actually play make. And to me, the thing with Killian, I noticed, is when he get in rhythm, you see not every player has this, but some players have it where, like, you just see a bounce in their step, man. And man, then he started doing you saw, like, it was like a moment in that Atlanta game where he had a bounce in his step, and then he started doing all these creative dribbles. He started doing behind the back pass. He started doing something I had never seen him do. Like, I know it sounds funny, but it's about confidence. Like, Killian, he did like a behind the back bounce pass to Jeremy Grant. And I'm telling you, since he's been playing for the Pistons, he had never once did that before, because I don't think he had the confidence to just do that. You know what I'm saying? Even if he had the ability, it's about the confidence. But once he got in his little rhythm in that third quarter in Atlanta, he's like, oh, yeah, I'm behind the back pass. Oh, yeah, I'm going to hit you with a no look. Oh, yeah, I'm going to dish it over here. Oh, yeah, I'm going to sauce you up and try to score. Like, that's what we need for him to continue to build. And when you lack chemistry and coaching is the issue, that's what happens. But now we're going to move on to the next topic after I go to some of these questions, because there's some good questions in here.
Yeah, they're fighting in there.
You guys know
they always fight in there.
Do you guys know how many games Killian is missing?
It's like I said, it'd probably be a week or two, man.
They haven't updated it yet.
I thought he's gonna roll. He's gonna ride the wave and play.
I can look it up, man.
I think he actually like I said, a week or two. I'm not really.
I didn't see that the way how he rolled his ankle. Did you guys see that?
I didn't see it either.
Yeah,
I didn't see it. So
I don't know if he's really gonna be like out for the next game. I don't know.
I'm just expecting him to be out for a week or two. I'm not really.
Man, that's too early to be out. He should play. I don't think he should be out.
To play on an injured ankle when he ain't even.
Yeah, it doesn't matter, man. Let him. He's rookie.
No, let him rest for a week at least. That's our 7th overall pitch.
Did they talk
let
about
him rest for a week? The reason I wanted Sekou to get back out there because Sekou came back in the game. So I knew he was okay. You don't come back in the game on an ankle. I've had an ankle injury. If you're not okay, or at least close to being okay, like Killian, they're like, oh no, he's out for the game. I'm like, okay, so he probably wrote it for real, which means like a week or two. But if he wants to play through it, I'll love it. But this question, who do you think will be the best player for us, Sekou, Jackson, or Killian Hayes? Sekou, just because he just has things that natural God-given gifts that Jackson and Killian just don't have. Just put simple. What do you guys think about that?
I'm gonna go wild card and say Josh Jackson, because he's getting the opportunity.
Okay.
I'm gonna say Jackson because he's 23. He's at his age, and Sekou Killian will be better. I
don't think they mean like this year though. I think they mean period.
Oh, period. Definitely. Like I would think probably Killian over the rest of those players.
Well, Killian becomes the best, then we gonna win the championship. Not saying that he can't be, but if he becomes better, because that's how highly I think of Sekou, to be honest. And I think Josh Jackson could be an all-star. So we gonna win the championship if he do that. If he reach that potential.
Josh Jackson is really nice. I like him, man.
Yeah, let's not forget about Sadiq Bey. Now I think Brian was saying something. I gotta go find this comment, y'all, because it's something I want to talk about. Y'all, shout out to all of the people in the chat. Make sure you guys like the video if you haven't already, man. It's Free Smoke Wednesday. Y'all can start throwing y'all questions in the chat. I'm going to get to this. Will losing start grinding on these players in the locker room? Yes. That's why I said I don't care who we playing. You got to win one of these next 5 games. Like, you being 0-9, 0-10, they going to be like, dog, we suck. Like, that's what they're going to think, and then you're going to go out every game, and you're going to have that type of energy. That's why you got to nip that in the bud. Just get a win when you just got to go out and get a win, man. You can't lose these next 5 games and be 0-9 looking stupid. Like, for real. What you think about that? Do you think losing will start grinding on the locker room, Bravo?
Yeah, definitely, man. It sucks. I mean, it is for us, the Pistons fans, for the players. I'm sure they want to win, but it sounds like they can't really close the game right now. And I don't know if it's, I don't know if it's the reason why the fourth quarter, it seemed like we saw the T-Wolves. We were like even on them in the fourth quarter, at the beginning of the fourth quarter. Same thing with the Cavs. Same thing with this last game against Golden State Warriors. We were not good against. We're actually close to the Hawks, but we know, like, with the way we're playing, there's no way we're going to close the game like that. And I was expecting us to lose because we're not able to hold the momentum and the lead. And that comes from the fact that I don't know the players why cannot they just keep the momentum. Is it a rotation issue? Is it like confidence issue? I think it's just more of a confidence issue rather than anything. And Casey needs to put him in a situation to close the game. It's here. I come back to Casey in here. So I think he needs to just be accountable for the win and able to close the game. He needs to teach those young guys how to close it, because closing the game is a big thing in order to win. It's not necessarily playing Rose or Blake in order to secure the win. It's just you need to fight in order to win the game. So we're not showing the fight in the last 6 minutes as we see of the game that we see we're not showing that. I don't know why. It's how I look at it.
Pistons Talk, what do you think? Do you think the losing will take a toll on the locker room?
I think it does for certain players. I feel like your veterans, like Blake Griffin, and Derrick Rose and Mason Plumlee, they could try to pick up the younger guys because, when you have so many younger guys out there, it might take a toll on them. They might lose some confidence in themselves. But I think, the hell was it?
That's the dragon. Is a microphone. Sorry about that.
That's all right. Got a buzz in my ear really freaking.
Yeah, it's too loud. Sorry about that.
I would say, yeah, you got them Turtle Beaches on, man. Like you hear everything.
Oh man, I forgot what I was even saying.
Man, it's all good. Let's see.
Oh man,
I want to go to this. Killian needs time to adjust. Of course, I told y'all that before the season started. And can we get a style to play? I don't know what our style even is. Yeah, that's what I've been harping about the entire last 3, 4, or 5 shows. We don't have an offense. And the thing is, yeah, we've been playing defense, but defense can't be your identity when you don't have an offense because that defense got to turn into offense. And even when you run in transition, you have to have some type of stuff that you run, in situations like where your defense is turned into offense. But when you don't even have that, because I remember a lot of times we've gotten it still, but we didn't convert because we didn't know what the hell we were doing, to be honest.
So I got an update about Killian Hayes. They say he's day-to-day basis. They will try to give him a treatment over the course of the weekend, over the course of the next few days before the New Year's Day versus the Celtics. So he's probably day-to-day. Like I thought, is not going to be out completely. He's probably going to try to play if he's able to play. They said he was limping. He tried to play in the second half, but he was unable to continue in the last game.
Okay, that's good to hear. So at worst, he'll be playing next week. Okay.
Yeah.
So, saw another comment. If you guys see any comments you want me to highlight, let me know. I see Killian creating his own shot, but missing, also making the right pass, but guys aren't converting. Don't get me started on Mason Plumlee missing those pick and roll layups. J-Mo, if you don't think we getting K, where we falling and drafting? I don't think we're getting K, but
yeah,
I think we'll be in the top 10 again, probably. If the season goes like this, like see me came 30, but if the season goes like this, we'll be in the top 10. I just,
I don't want to predict anymore because last year I predicted us to be the second. People predicted us NBA didn't help us last year, but let's see us hope. I'm hopeful that we get a player this year, a better player.
Yeah, but see, Brian Shook about this comment is, but now DeLon Wright is the guy in the second unit, so you like when Killian is back, so you're taking away D Rose's role. And forget this showcasing, dog, man. Package these boys for a bag of chips. It's like, no, I'm kidding, man. I'm not trading Blake and D Rose for a bag of chips. I'm kidding. I'm only trading them for good value, but it's like they can work with this team. But we have to function in the right way. Yeah. You don't use Blake and D Rose as these primary ISO guys. That's not good basketball. It's just not. It's not gonna work. You cannot play Blake and D Rose at the end of basketball games together. And if you do, D Rose has to be off ball. Basically, be on the court to if something happened, I can just give it to you. You break down somebody, you score. But he got to be off ball because, Blake, like I already said, Blake should be the closer. I'm sorry. I know people might not like that, but he can get to the free throw line at the end of games and close it out pretty easily. And D Rose, he be trying too much, like a little bit harder for him to get fouled too. All Blake got to do is really back somebody down, take 20 seconds doing it, and they'll foul him or he'll score. So that's what you have to use it. If you're not going to use these guys right, just ship them out and we can have the Hawks game every game and we'll win some of those games. Like that's how I am. Like, I don't necessarily want to trade the guys, but if you aren't going to use these guys right and it's going to hurt my basketball team,
So which guys you think? I mean, the way D Rose is
Killian definitely can pass with his right hand. What are you talking about? His right hand has not even been a problem besides that one layup he didn't take in game 1 or 2 it was. His right hand has looked fine. What you about to say?
So what do you guys think about making a trade for like trading D Rose, Blake, and maybe Jeremy Grant. I know we just signed him. That's crazy, but I think he's a tradable asset. Teams will like him and get like a guy like a big contract like John Wall. I'm not saying John Wall, but like kind of player like a big huge contract. Like is it James Harden? Is it John? I don't know. Is James Harden is tradable? But some teams, I'm sure they're gonna try to get off their star player like James Harden right now. Houston Rockets trying to trade him, but they can't find a package for him. Not necessarily him, but I'm saying the week. What do you guys think about trading?
I don't even know what I'm gonna think if we get James Harden. Like, I don't even know how to process that. Like, man, make sure you guys like the video. Continue to drop your questions. I'm getting that. But like I said, it's Free Smoke Wednesday, and that means you know, like you prepare yourself. See, we got a lot of lies and a lot of false narratives, but see, I'm gonna just speak the truth here, man. B-Ball Grasher speaks this lie. The DSA does not want to see the combination of Casey, Blake, and Rose work, so they're going all out to turn the fan against them. Has anyone else heard anybody in DSA say they hope this work out? J-Mo said, I wanted us to be a 6th seed in the playoff team. I'm the only damn person that want to win these games this year because everybody else want to tank. Also, what are you talking about? We don't want to see the combination of Casey, Blake, and Rose work. Why wouldn't we want to see that work? We're Pistons fans. It ain't nothing that we don't want to see it work. It don't work. So come on, B-Ball Grasher, stop putting lies in the chat, man. We talk about how good we wanted this team to be this season. Then we saw us go 0-4 to trash teams. So it's Free Smoke Saturday, man. Y'all want to put them lies in the chat? I'll expose it every time because we talking facts over here. What's your thoughts on the Nets offering first for Dinwiddie going down? I do it. No,
future. What is this? Offering a future first and Rose for Dinwiddie? I don't like that.
I wouldn't do it because Dinwiddie's a guard, and I think we're going in a different direction at guard. And our guard by next year, I think we're gonna have whoever we're gonna have at guard. Do you guys think Do you guys think the best player on the next Pistons team contending for a championship is already on the roster?
Yeah, I do.
Yes, 100%. 100%.
It's Killian.
I'm telling you, Killian, Sadiq Bey, and Sekou, man. Those guys, and I'm gonna throw Josh Jackson in there every time because I don't think he leaving after this season. So those guys are gonna be our guys. I'm telling you, those are gonna be our guys, and we just got to get Stewart and hopefully we get Mobley to complete the trifecta. But like those are gonna be the guys, definitely. It don't help the Nets. Don't help the Nets, man. They be bugging at the end of games. Do I have a trade package for Michael Porter? No. Michael Porter Jr. not on the trade block.
No, we can't. But we can trade for a guy like a huge contract. Like, I mean, I could see us the Pistons do like a trade for Adebayo or like Jared Allen kind of player. Huge contract, swapping the contracts.
I think he's still on a rookie deal too, which is
he's
crazy.
$163 $1 million. He got a like 163 4 year.
He got a rookie extension. I was gonna say, I thought he was still on his rookie deal.
We would be a really nice team if we get Adebayo right now.
If you don't,
what's going on in the show?
Miami is not letting Bam Adebayo go.
Yeah.
All right, guys, we're gonna wrap it up soon, but I'm gonna look at y'all questions in the chat, man. What did he say? Hey man, why do people call Killian a bust and then turn around and say that LaMelo needs more time when they're both facing the same struggles in a way? Yeah, LaMelo 100% is not playing point guard. They got him playing like pseudo small forward. No, they're in a similar situation because Killian doesn't get a lot of minutes. That first game was the only time he got a lot of minutes, man. Hey man, his last name not Ball, but Melo is better than Killian as a prospect. I'm not gonna say that, so maybe that's why. That's over $70 million in contracts, Bravo. James Hart. No, I'm good, bro. I'm good. I wanted Westbrook, bro. I still take Westbrook.
Yeah, I don't, nice,
I don't care what he's doing in Washington, man. He just getting used to the squad. James the dribbler Harden. Hey, didn't James the dribbler Harden score like 30 something or 40 something last game? Yeah. Like he's the best scorer in the league, but don't nobody like this dude.
How about this trade? I'm going to throw in examples in here. The Brooklyn Nets do a sign and trade for Jared Allen, let's say for a max contract, I don't know how much, plus Spencer Dinwiddie, plus these are the trades, like maybe a pick in exchange for D Rose, Blake Griffin, and maybe a guy like, I don't know if they want to take Grant. I don't know. What do you guys think about like something like that?
It's just not gonna happen. What you think, Pistons Talk?
Oh man, that was the most 2K trade I've ever heard.
Yeah,
I love you, Bravo, but I don't see that happening.
The Brooklyn Nets, would like to get Blake and D Rose.
I think they're good, man. They got a deep bench.
Yeah,
I don't think they're gonna do anything. If they do something, it'll be so marginal. It'll be like a two-way guy or probably something. Just like fill the void for Dinwiddie. But I mean, I think they're okay.
How about Blake for Kevin Love?
Oh God, no.
I just want to get something in return for Blake.
All right, Bravo, man. Like, you gotta stop with the hot take because you supposed to be out here protecting and serving the citizens out there. I need your mind to stay sharp. Maybe you need to eat some fruit or go to lunch or something because your hot take's getting out of hand, bro. Like, this man said Blake for Kevin Love. I can't believe we had Jimmy Butler in the chat. Nice, but why would Westbrook? You want Westbrook? He's a head case, not good for the locker room. Say we're hard. They want to be the show about them. That's 150% not true about Westbrook. Westbrook is great in the locker room, and he's not a head case, and he's actually a real leader. And you would know that by looking at all of the Washington Wizards reports. It's James Harden who is the diva, man.
Yeah.
Like, have you ever? I'm gonna tell you something. Have you ever heard any teammate say James Harden is their best teammate that they ever had?
No, they constantly leave.
I was say multiple people have said that about Westbrook, like unprompted, not prompted. Okay, so I'm just saying, like it is not true, man. Who wins, Detroit or Washington? Who Washington play next? Let me see who Washington play next. Let me see. Wizards, who do they play? They play the T-Wolves. And who they play after that? Oh, they play the Bulls and the T-Wolves. The Bulls just beat them, so I'm sure they upset. So I'll say the Wizards. Winning the championship, maybe no, but I don't think the Wizards got Westbrook to necessarily win the championship. They're just trying to be competitive in the playoffs. Wizards would beat us. Of course they would beat us. They got Westbrook and barely Bill. And Thomas Bryant, apparently. We can't guard that man. Hey, no, man, watch out for that COVID vaccine. 2 doctors got sick caught COVID taking the vaccine. Because hey, man, I ain't messing with it.
I'm taking the vaccine this Saturday.
Oh, man, bravo. I'm going to pray for you.
Yeah. I don't think it's got sick. I think they got sick before.
I mean, no. They got sick from them shots, dog. Bravo. You don't have to do it. You don't have it. You don't have COVID, man. You don't have to. I know you have to. But because, of course, they probably got to do it. I'm just saying, man.
It's actually voluntary for us.
It's voluntary. Oh, well, that's on you then.
Man, did you guys see Trae Young put Kyrie in a spin cycle?
No, I didn't.
Oh, my gosh. It was filthy. And he got around DeAndre Jordan and scored. Oh, my gosh.
Guess who he didn't do that to?
Killian.
Exactly. Put some respect on his name. We know Kyrie not a defender, but Trae Young had Kyrie dancing. That's what it's saying. Let me see what happened.
I'll show you the video.
Nah, I'm watching.
All right.
I mean, I've seen Kyrie do worse. I've seen Kyrie do worse the first game, right? Like where he hit that dude in transition with a double crossover through the legs that he spent on him. Yeah, no, he got sauced by Trae Young. Trae Young sauced him. But like I said, that didn't happen to Killian. That's all I'm saying. We getting 11 wins. We getting more than 11 wins.
Dude, damn, man.
Damn, Devin.
Right,
He's already depressed in game 4.
He said at most, bro. He said 11 wins at most. All right, we got 54 people. We got 54 people in the chat. Only 43 likes. Come on, man. Let's get the 50 likes in the building, man. Hey, man, PD Mac, man. You know what, man? Man, like, I feel you, bro. Like we gonna change some things around here because we got some loyal, faithful people out here. I'm gonna start making the people that really be talking that talk moderators out here, man. Like
every time. Oh, did you guys see that earlier today? Brian's talked about Kyrie Thomas doesn't believe in dinosaurs exist.
Oh yeah, I saw that. Hey man, I'm still like they got the fossils. They got the fossils, but it's like something not adding.
No wonder we traded his ass.
Hey man, they got the bones, but something ain't adding up. That's all I'm saying, dog.
Oh man.
I'm already researching draft prospects. Yeah, man, like you need to stop, man. You need to stop, right? Come on, man. These guys just be so emotional. Yeah, man, they be like you would have thought we hyped up Killian like he was like, you know, Zion or John Moran or something, the way they be going in on him. And you would have thought like his peers was all like dropping 20 points a game, but like some are doing okay, some are doing all right, but let me see. Let me go look. Because I already looked at Halliburton. He's not doing much. And Halliburton actually gets to play his role. That's the difference. I just wish that Dwayne Casey would leave Sekou alone. Okay, yeah. Cole Anthony, 9 points, 12 points, 7 points, 1 of 5, 3 of 9, 4 of 11. Like, I'm not going to judge him. 4.2 assists. Like, 16 minutes, 19 minutes, 17 minutes. Not even playing a lot. I'm just saying, like, this is Cole Anthony's stats for his career right now. So these and I know a lot of y'all think Cole better than Killian. Whatever. All I'm saying is all these people struggle. All of them struggle. So you don't have no off season. You don't have no summer league. Like only person that's really like balling is like Anthony Edwards, dog. Just because he got a grown man body, and man, Anthony Edwards is like I thought because like I know Pistons you be talking about his personality, but I think his personality fuels him to be great, bro.
Yeah, there's one player in OKC. I'm trying to think of his name. He's been doing really well. He was another French point guard. I can't think of his name right now.
Theo Maledon?
Yeah, Theo Maledon's been doing really well in OKC.
No, he was supposed to be the steal of the draft. So, I mean, what is he? Has he played?
Yeah.
I'm trying to say, why aren't they showing me his NBA stuff?
I watched his highlights. It's nice.
Here we go.
Let's see. 7 of 14, 3 of 9, 2 of 5, 2 of 6, 2 of 6. How many points? 20 points. Oh, wow. 20 points in his last game, 7 of 14 against the Spurs. How many assists? 2 assists. Okay. Yeah. That was a good game from him. No, that's definitely a good game from him. Still in the draft. That's what they called him when he got drafted. Wait, or was that preseason? That says December 12th. So that might have been preseason.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, his last I'm looking at it right. So in the NBA, 20 minutes a game, 2 of 5, 2 of 2, 2 of 6. So he's taking like 4 shots a game, and field goal percentage is good. 3-point percentage is not good. But I mean, I like him though. So that's what I'm saying. Like none of these players are like blowing people out of the water right now. So and we're trying to be so hard. Like I'm blaming all of the rookie point guards and everything. I'm giving y'all all they stats and everything. Like who is doing something that y'all like? Yo, we should have got him. And like we already know LaMelo's struggling because people hate the last name Ball. I was gonna look up some other player. I was gonna look up Anthony Edwards. I just want Pistons fans to know, be relative. Y'all be mad, but like you go look at these other players, they not doing much of nothing either, man. Everybody got to develop at their own pace, dog. Shoot. So we saw Anthony Edwards firsthand. So yeah, that dude's gonna be a very nice scorer. He's averaging 15 points right now. 41% from the field, 33% from 3. So not a good field goal percentage either. And Danny Avdija, let me look him up. The people in the chat and all of the people. See, I like to do this because a lot of people like to shit on players and they don't like to do no type of research. Like, I'll do research, right, with y'all. We can learn it together. We can talk about it. Because I don't like sugarcoating stuff and people always being unfair with my boy just because he been playing out of position. So I like to be real with it. let me go see what Danny is doing. What is Danny doing? I think 7.5 points, 9 points, 7 points.
He had a good game the other night.
Yeah, he had 53% from three, so he had 7 points. So I'm guessing he hit 2 threes. So he's averaging like 8 points, I guess, and he's shooting well from three, I think. Yeah, but like I said, he's like 4 assists, 2 assists, 1 assist. That's what I'm saying. Like, none of these players really doing that much right now.
So in Washington, they'll probably trade him in a few years.
Hey, man.
Like Washington is so weird, man. Like they get these prospects. Like they had like Kelly Oubre and Otto Porter, and they were like decent wings, and then they like trade them, and then they like do well when they get outside of Washington. It's so weird. Yeah, Peyton Pritchard too. He's been balling for Boston.
Hey, Brian Richards, man. Look, trust me, y'all will be fine. Okay, take a breather, take a chill pill. I know y'all lost to the Bulls, and that got you like all types of hurt. Y'all gonna beat the Bulls the next game. Y'all will be all right, and if y'all don't, y'all still will be all right. I'm trying to look at some of these comments because I was looking up all those stats for those other guards, man. Yeah, he said 313 J-Mo said the combo of Blake and Rose in case he don't work. Rose arrived last season. Blake played 18 last season. So Blake and D Rose had played 21 total games. Blake and D Rose don't work at basketball. Do you know basketball? Like, you don't have ISO players playing together that can't shoot. We just saw them try to do that in that last game. It does not work when you're talking about on the basketball court. And I'm pretty sure Pistons saw you said the same thing. Like, that's not like anybody with a brain can see that playing Blake and D Rose together with no shooting just makes no sense.
It's not that like they can't play together. It's just they would have to lesser their role if they play together. Like if you have Blake and D Rose on the court, D Rose
gotta be all ball.
You gotta play a ball. You gotta play a ball. But like I said, they're both ball dominant players. They're gonna struggle. Like one of them would have to sacrifice if they want to play together. Yeah, they've only played 21 games together. It's a small sample size, but what we've seen from it so far, it's just not executing. I don't know if it could get better over time. Maybe it could. Maybe it couldn't. But I mean, I just don't want to see it anymore. I just don't think it works.
I've said, like, I don't want to see it. And if we have to see it, D Rose got to be all ball, man. Like,
I'd rather
otherwise, it's not gonna work.
I'd rather give the ball to D Rose personally, like in a closing situation. Like I'd rather give him the ball. No disrespect against Blake. I just think D Rose is better in clutch situations.
Hey, I disagree with that, but hey.
All right.
Hey man, how clutch D Rose look last game when he turned the ball over? That's what he did.
Yeah, I've never seen him this rusty. Like I've been watching him. Hopefully he bounces back pretty soon. You know. Yeah,
man, this boy B-Ball Grasher got him in that. The DSA wants to break them up before they even get. We don't want to break nobody up. You apparently right. You're Dwayne Casey stan. You're Blake and D Rose stan. Apparently, I don't understand. We saw them play on the court. They weren't playing well. So when they play well and close the game together and do it consistently, we can come back to this. Just like my man said, what's wrong with you, man? He good. Why you mad, bro? He mad, bro. Come on, man. We see what happened on the court, bro. They don't play well together. That's the facts. Patrick Williams is balling. Is he? He ain't a point guard, but let's go look. Let's see what he doing. Because you know we went in on that, man. Let's see what Patrick is doing.
Let's see.
Like I said, he ain't a point guard, so he was never the pick for us.
Yeah, he's a small forward, I believe.
Let's see what this man is doing. ESPN. What you doing, Patrick? Averaging 10 points a game.
He's got 12 points right now.
12 points right now, 66% from the field. Oh, so is Washington playing today?
Yeah.
So they are playing the Bulls again today. They playing right now?
Let me check. I'm not 100% sure.
So that's what I'm saying. Like, how do you have 12 points right now? Because I know they're playing Washington again.
That was yesterday, I think.
So okay, yeah. So 43% from the field, 50% from three, 91% from the free throw line, 10 points a game, assist and a block. So he's playing well. 25 minutes a game. He's getting a lot of minutes. 25 minutes is a lot. I mean, 10 points a game. He playing. His efficiency has been solid. So don't know that means a starter. And I think he was more NBA ready too. For the panel, yo. So back in the day when you guys used to go to Pistons games, what was your go-to food? What was the worst food at a Pistons game? I don't know, man. Like pizza. Like don't eat hot dogs. Like no, never. Mainly like pizza and popcorn, man. Even though they be putting all that salt and stuff. What about y'all?
Probably the pizza. It's pretty damn trash.
Yeah, man. No, but see now my go-to food is different. LCA. My go-to would be going to Coney Island. Woo, I love Coney. So LCA, my go-to, I probably say Coney Island. Honestly,
yeah, I'm always going to the market, the little market store, man. They got everything in there.
A little bistro with the chili.
Yeah,
I love that chili, bro. That chili fire. Yeah. So yeah, because like they got actual restaurants there now. So yeah, but not Coney Island. Yes. Like, man, you making me hungry just thinking about, man, I need LCA back so bad, dog. I want to go back.
Yeah.
Like, come on. I want to go back and just get some LCA Coney because they make different stuff there than other Coney Islands, obviously. Because it ain't like one of the hood ones that I usually go to. So he said he got 16 against Atlanta. Okay, Patrick Williams is playing solid. Devin A9, okay. He said I want to break them up, trade Blake, Roll, and Grant, and get a young guys all the minutes.
Damn, Devin.
In a perfect world, maybe in a perfect world.
It's only 4 games, and he's already looking at the draft and tanking. Man, the Pistons broke his heart.
Blake and D-Rose have only played 3 games together when Blake was healthy. Facts. Yeah, they only played 3 games together, but were they good together? Like, D-Rose hit a game winner. That was all D-Rose. I don't know what you're saying. Like, I don't know what point you're trying to make. Like, you trying to make some point that we don't want them playing together. The point is, they ain't played well together. I don't care if it's 3 games or 2 games. They ain't played. They played like ass together. Besides that one game where D-Rose hit the game winner. That's the facts. They both don't fit the timeline of the team. No, they don't, man. It's just a lot of things we got to do. We all know Blake and D-Rose not going to be here in more than 2 years. So why are we trying to hold on to these players?
They might not be here by the deadline, man.
That's what I'm saying. Like, the Pistons was the most competitive, I think, without Blake and D-Rose in that Atlanta game because we came back from all of those points and we had Atlanta shook. Like, that game literally went down to the wire. We was competitive in the Cavs game, but we let that game slip away, bro. Because of guys like D-Rose
on that game.
And trade and Grant. No, I'm not. I mean, look, we got Grant now, so I can't trade him. Now, if somebody want Jeremy Grant, take him, but we can't trade him.
He's a tradable asset, I think.
No, he is. Especially, I don't know if he ball out this year. Package him with fee.
That's Troy's guy. I think I'll take care of him.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's Troy's guy.
But he's a really nice he's living to his contract in my opinion. So there's enough to his contract. I think if any team wants him, I think we can get any kind of good player in return or good asset.
Hey, Brian, bro, the show about to end because you already know we get it popping on free. See, this is why I'm Brian, dog. You gotta get on the show, bro. We had to chop it up with you and your brother, man. Look, Brian, these Gorilla Glue trees and Blankton's bourbon got me faded. I might have to check out, boys. Great show as usual. Hey, I feel you, man. When you a Michigan sports fan and you not a Michigan fan, it's really hard out here, yo. It's really hard out here, yo. And then, life pandemic, it gets hard out here. I feel you. But it was a question I wanted to go to. Yeah, so no, I'm not trading Jeremy Grant right now though, unless somebody really wants him. Otherwise, no, I'm not doing that.
No, but we can package him and we get something.
Like I said, you probably could package him with speed for something good. And
no,
y'all know I don't want to get rid of speed.
You can package him with Rose and they get a nice contract in return.
Yeah, I like that. Somebody said Robin Lopez. How's Robin Lopez available? Don't he play for
Washington?
Yeah. How's he available?
I don't know. I haven't heard that, but who knows? It's Washington.
Brian Richards, I know you in purgatory. It seemed like you were just like going through it right now, but the Wizards are making the playoffs. The Pistons are not. So
man, you got the Ravens. I don't want to hear it, man. We got the Lions over here.
I know. I told him I'm a Ravens fan. You know, Lamar Jackson's my second favorite player in the league.
So I mean, come on, man. At least you have something that you can get behind. Like
our Lions. Hey,
our whole city's rebuilding.
These boys right here. Yeah, they ain't doing too good. But I'm always represent my team, even though y'all ripping my heart out with these trash coaches. You know, like replace a good coach with a trash coach and then blame the quarterback. Okay. That's what we do, but that's a different conversation, man.
So Atlanta is leading against the Nets. How come? With Kyrie Irving and
exactly
Kevin Durant.
He says, how can you conclude that Blake and D Rose don't work together after playing only 3 games since Blake has been healthy? Because they didn't play well in any of those games. And I didn't conclude it. I said right now they haven't been playing well. Maybe you need to rewind the tape. And I don't want them playing together because of what I've seen. And if they do play together, D Rose got to be out ball. You got to understand. We know how Blake and D Rose are as basketball players. You don't have to see them playing together that much to know what they're gonna do. D Rose is out there chucking shots. Blake looked like a spot up shooter. That's just the reality of the situation, man. You dreaming, man. Hey, man. Hey, dog. I love the Wizards. I forgot how bad Scott Brooks was, man. Top 6 seed, not top 5 seed. Top 6 seed. Hey, man. But look, I'm going to wrap up the show, man. Make sure y'all drop the rest of y'all questions. We're going to wrap it up, man. But you about to say something, Piston Talk?
No, man. I'm so tired.
Man, 2 hours of sleep. That's what I'm saying. We've been going hard, but
yeah,
we might be doing something different when the pre and post game show. We'll update you with that. We might just start doing the post game shows because so many games, man. So we getting the schedule out and things have been going well. So what the next show is gonna be on your channel or Drew channel?
Yeah, above the rim Saturday on mine. Yeah,
above the rim. Wait, so we not doing New Year's?
Oh, you wanted to do a New Year's stream?
No, I didn't know. No, I didn't.
Because we're playing.
I didn't say. I'm making sure because it's a game on Friday. That's what I'm saying. Like, I'm not trying to do. I got things to do. I'm not trying to. Plus, we gonna get smacked anyway. It's the Celtics. Like,
yeah. I don't even know.
Man, I definitely. New Year's are probably was gonna be tomorrow at 12. Basically. Well, so Friday would technically not. No, well, it will be still be New Year. I'm tripping. So New Year's is tomorrow at 12, I think, or something like that. But Happy New Year's to all of y'all. Finally, we can get rid of 2020, man. Oh,
yeah.
Hope 2021 is better. Like I pray it ain't worse. It's been hard. Like everybody losing people. So it's crazy. A lot of stuff has hit close to home. So it's crazy what's going on. But it ain't been good in the sports world either. So 2021 is gonna be the year Michigan sports come back. I ain't talking about the Pistons, but Michigan sports gonna come back somehow. We gotta hope for some positivity with that. Hopefully we beat Boston. Shout out to all of the people in the chat, man. Of course not. Palace Auburn Hills is way more nostalgic than Little Caesars Arena. Little Caesars Arena is so freaking dope though. Like it really, really is. And just shout out to all the people. Bravo, man. Your final thoughts for the show, man.
Yeah, good show as always, guys. Marking here, kind of like to stay here like this light, not too busy. But looking forward for the show. If we guys doing a show on Friday, I'm all up for it. And
I don't think that's happening.
Yeah, but I think the Pistons will do better, and you might be surprised that we might be winning against some of those teams. I think we got a chance, but it's just take it easy. Don't really try to really root for a win. It will happen.
No, definitely not, man. We for sure gotta have you on here, man. I got a super chat. I'm gonna get to the super chat, but we're gonna do your final thoughts first. Pistons talk, man.
Good show. I know got some people pissed off in the chat. That's always fun. But I mean, other than that, had fun talking basketball with you guys. Hopefully we can get a win against Boston whenever we play. I don't even know what day it is, man. Like straight up.
Friday at some time. All I know is, like I said, the Pistons lost, and they just left the fans with 3 days or so over the loss. Like, just be like, oh, like that's the one thing I hate about NBA is when like the teams get a break after a loss, so you just gotta wait like 5 days, 4 days. You just like, and then they lose again. As soon as they come back, you just like, bro, like I had to wait to come back to this. But let's get to the super chat, man. Thanks for the support, man. Michigan Mark says 313 J-Mo, who will be my top pick for head coach on the event that Casey steps down and gets fired. Somebody in the chat says Casey's not stepping down. I've been telling y'all that I'm not straying away from it. Nate McMillan, like I'm not including Mark Jackson because he's been blackballed or whiteballed, whatever you want to call it. But Mark Jackson first and foremost. After Mark Jackson, Nate McMillan. After Nate McMillan, Kenny Atkinson. After Kenny Atkinson, Jerry Stackhouse. Those are my people.
Not for me.
You don't want Nate McMillan, bro? Come on.
I want one guy only. If Casey's fired.
Yeah, you want Kenny Atkinson, man.
No, I know who you want.
I mean, Kenny Atkinson is on my list, but if you ask me one guy who should come here, Chauncey Billups.
Yeah, what? I knew it.
Yeah?
Oh, no, you tripping.
He's playing as assistant coach. He's assistant coach for the Clippers this year. If they really don't make the play, if they don't really make the finals, and then he's probably going to leave them, we can come to us here.
No, bravo. Look, I love Chauncey, but I'm trying to bring somebody with some experience. To be honest, like, I'm not trying to be. I'm not trying to be a project for Chauncey, stomping ground for him to have his mistakes and stuff. I'm trying to build a contender. Just don't know if Chauncey we're the place for him to do that right now. But
I just don't know if the experience works, J-Mo, because this Casey is one of the most.
What do you mean experience?
He's one of the most experienced coaches.
No, but see, I didn't want Casey. You know what I'm saying? And it's different times of experience. Nate McMillan has proved he can do more with less and still make the playoffs. He's going to install, a defensive team. And his teams haven't been that bad offensively. They just haven't had offensive players. But really like him. Like I like if anybody getting a chance, I'm giving Stackhouse a chance over Chauncey Billups, to be honest with you.
I'd be interested to see, because we have an assistant coach on our team, Sidney Lowe. I'd be interested to see how he could do, because he's won an NBA championship. He's got experience. I don't know how much he's involved with the offense, but I'd just give him a look as if anything did happen, just give him a look, because you never know. Because we have good assistant coaches. I mean, we have Sean Sweeney, who developed Giannis in Milwaukee.
Sweeney's shit, man. I'm serious. Sean Sweeney's shit, man. I'm serious.
We beating Boston by 20. Mark my words. I hope you're right. Brian show, great show Friday with Brian because of holidays and Thursday. Locked On Pistons episode tomorrow. I joined Matt to talk minute rotations and cameo. So Locked On Pistons is all I follow them too. So they're all on all your platforms. You're talking about Spotify, Apple Music, Google, whatever you got. You can find Locked On Pistons, man. That's the name of the show, yeah. So you follow my man Brian, man, talking some good sports, putting out good content over there, man. All right, man. We about to wrap it up, y'all.
All right.
Shout out to everybody in the chat, man. Hey, man, it's only been 3 of us. We still went 1 hour and 50 minutes. That's how you know we had the good content. The people in the chat, y'all always interactive, man. I love it, man. But as always, no Lonzo Ball slander will be tolerated. I don't care what the record is. No Russell Westbrook slander will be tolerated. No Killian Hayes slander will be tolerated. No Say Cool Them Boys slander will be tolerated. No Josh Jackson slander will be tolerated. And you know, I always got somebody else new for y'all. Man, only for this week. Only for this week. No DeLon Wright slander will be tolerated. DeLon Wright. He has gotten my good graces. He got in my good graces. Next week, I might slander you again, but I ain't taking no DeLon Wright disrespect. DeLon been DeLon. That's all I'm going to say. He been DeLoning. He been DeLoning and it's been right.
Happy DeLon days.
breaking the mold. Hey, my boy, no, DeLon has been producing.
Yeah.
So we gonna show him some love on this show, man. That's what we gonna do, man. But all right, man. Shout out to everybody in the chat, man. Make sure you guys like the video, sub to the channels. We out.